Hey, gang, how are you? It's Mobb Guppy, where the Guppy is the mob. Tampa Tom in the house. Bob Kaler, Doug Gray. Let's see who else is here. Forgot to play the Borg tax. Yeah, it's sad. Sad indeed. How y'all doing? It's Saturday. I'm been doing junk around the house and getting ready to enjoy a beautiful day here in lovely Joplin, Missouri. And I live in the first-ring suburbs of the metropolis of Joplin. It's awfully nice. I live in Copland. I mean, you just go around the block and you see like 7 cops, so it's pretty good. Thank you very much, Doug Gray. There you go. So, champagne jam guppies, huh? Yeah, you know, it's Doug Gray's bringing up a big point. You have 110 gallons, and all of a sudden you have to, you have to throw in some meds in there. Yeah, it can become very costly very quick. You know, I think we need. I think Chewy, by the way, is probably in mourning. Founding member of Fleetwood Mac, Peter Green, has died. So I'm sure Chewy is probably, in his bedroom, in the fetal position, sucking his thumb. And because many people thought that Peter Green was the best musician of Fleetwood Mac. There we go. But he quit and left. Yeah, back when Fleetwood Mac was a blues band. 73 and apparently died in his sleep. So that's what we're hearing. Rumor on the street. By the way, I'm enjoying a delicious Fresca. Excellent, Tampa Tom. Lurk away. You know, as this COVID-19 sort of stretches out, I don't know where you guys are on this, but, it just means more time for the fish. I swear to you, I'm keeping myself so much. I'm in a new neighborhood. I really don't know the neighbors all that well. I greet them. I'm friendly. I walk Bolo. Mainly, I walk Bolo for one reason only. He wants to go to the bathroom. And I'm not big into just leaving him in the backyard. So there you go. Unless we're in the middle of a live stream, then you know where he's going. He's going to that backyard. But I just took him for a walk a few minutes ago. A couple of things going on. It's let's see here. Yeah. By the way, it's I've been pretty good about wearing my face masks everywhere. I bought into it. Renee, what's up? I bought into the face mask thing pretty good. I own several. In fact, I have 2 new neck gaiters that are coming. But I have to tell you something. Seeing Anthony Fauci at that event not wearing the face mask, I'm going, okay, why am I supposed to wear a face mask? He's got it down around his chin like he's an employee of the Waffle House. I mean, what's the deal here? I've been wearing my face mask like a psychopath. I've been wearing them. I haven't gone full Darren on somebody. Darren being the male Karen. Yeah, Fauci, I'll tell you what. It's been years since I've thrown a baseball, but I would hope I would go in the general direction of home plate. General direction. Big deal. So it's the general direction. And I'll tell you what, you get invited to be the person who throws out the first ball, which is pretty cool. I would think that if I ever had that honor, I would practice first. Yeah, do some practicing. Get that going on. So I'm still wearing my face masks, mainly because the city of Joplin is a mandatory face mask place. And now nearly every store is mandatory face masks, except the store. If you show up without the face mask, the store will let you in. So you see like 2-3 rebels in every store. Wow, the teleappointment. The guy wore the mask throughout the call. Wow. Now that's that's I notice people driving down the road with their face masks on, and in my region of the country we have something called a problem with meth. A lot of people on the meth. And a lot of them ride bicycles, and you're seeing a lot of people riding their bicycles wearing face masks. Yeah, it's not going to help you. Yeah. You see, now there you go. Doug Gray's male stripper dreams down in smoke. Yeah, I'll tell you what, my activity level is really not what it was. I haven't been to the gym since this began. If Tibby presses his head against the wall, it needs to be evaluated. Yeah, maybe like what's that worm that goes into things' brains? I forget. That isn't ringworm, is it? Oh, there's some worm that'll go into your brain. So there you go. Bob's house just filled with ghosts. Yeah, I can see that. 8 here, 3 thumbs up. Yeah, I hope the kitty goes well. Bolo, here's a little update on Bolo. There's been really sort of at least over the last several days, he's not been as when I've taken him for his walk, he's not been as energetic. And now it's been hotter than Hades here. When I mean hotter than Hades, yesterday got to I think 97. And it's reasonably humid, so you go out and just he gets out. Normally, Pomeranian will keep that tail up. And not so much at the moment. Not so much. When these ankle bracelets come off, I'm back on the pole. There you go, Bob. Yeah, it was a mental image, Renee. It was a mental image. Very much that mental image. Yeah, thank God we're getting sports come back. It's just something if I'm going to be locked up at home, let me watch some baseball and basketball and hockey. I'm in favor of it. Hey, so that's how Bob Kaler put himself through college. Yeah, very good. Dancing. Yeah. Yeah, that's there was this weird reality show that was like private investigators. This guy and his girlfriend, and the girlfriend had like three daughters who were all exotic dancers. And he would comment upon it occasionally, and it just seemingly be pretty creepy. So there you go. Pretty creepy. That's right. More aquariums through dancing. Bolo's line is, "Where my bitches at? Where my bitches at?" And that's a thing to female dogs. Yeah, dancing for the hobby. I think it's I'm by the way, I'm waiting for our first member of the Fish fam, some prominent channel, all of a sudden to be arrested for like dealing meth or heroin or something for the fish hobby. I think it's coming. I was watching a channel, I'm not even gonna say which one it is because it's a really nice guy. But he's been around for a long time, and it's not Joey, and it's not Corvus or Corey or Steenfod. It's somebody else. Been around a long time. All this guy seems to do is kill guppies. I mean, it's pretty insane. So now he's moved on to another type of fish to kill. So there you go. Yeah, the goal here is not to kill them. The goal is to keep the fish healthy and happy. And if all of a sudden you have a lot of fish dying, changing types of fish ain't going to solve the problem. The problem is in the mirror. Go ahead and figure it out and get it going on. The Guppy Killer channel, you're on. So what I did, I have the more aquariums. I'm still waiting for my stimulus check. My stimulus check is going to be for the flooring in this back bedroom. And once that's over with, once that is done, I am, I'll begin the whole setup of more aquariums. And once I have that complete, it'll be going on from there. Yeah, Bob Killer, I think you're absolutely correct. Yeah, I have, and some of these channels have pretty good following. So bigger followings than me, and I'm not jealous at all. I'm just going, wow, that's interesting. That's really interesting. I don't quite get it sometimes. I wish I did. Don't quite understand. 2 years ago, you had 8 tanks. Now you have 42. I'm going to have, I think I have 33 right now. They're not all set up yet, but they will be. They will be before you know it. And then, but I actually have to buy more. You only do a fish room tour once or twice a year because the fish room from the first tour are still alive all year. Yeah. Yeah, and by the way, guys, it's we have all had uh we've all had like I had a couple of weeks ago. I had an aquarium where all of a sudden fish were dying on me like there was no tomorrow. Took me forever to figure it out, but once I solved the problem with tips, by the way, from you guys, Renee gave a good tip, Doug gave a good tip, I think Bob Kaler came in on a good tip. It all worked out. Yeah, I think sometimes with the fish room tours is that a lot of people do them uh don't do them that often because they think that they've shown it all before. Quite frankly, I would sort of like to see it again. I'd like to see the tours again. I think they're great, and I don't get bored by them. I know some people may, but I certainly don't. I like seeing them, and I'm guessing you guys may agree with me on that. I love the fish room tours. By the way, my favorite fish room tour of all time was one done by Aquarium Co-op on Greg Sage's fish room. It was absolutely fantastic. I enjoyed it a lot. Got to see, really rare fish. I'm all in favor of that. Chattanooga Ed must be at Ponds and Plants in Dayton, Tennessee. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Well, Bob, you don't have to go war and peace on the life cycle of every fish in the aquarium. Just say, here's what I'm doing here. Okay, this tank, doing this there. It's okay. Yeah, Rick and Morty toys. I've got, in fact, I'll do that this afternoon. I'm gonna go on a duckweed attack. I've got to do a water change, and I'm gonna go remove as much duckweed as I humanly can because it's I have like 2 aquariums. That's it that have real issues with it. So that is what I am going to be doing. Yeah, duckweed is pure evil. And by the way, some people love it and have put it in their aquariums. And I'm not even talking about people who just have goldfish. I swear to you, I have a ton of, it just. Renee, I let me just tell you, if we didn't like you before, we love you now. We want to know your secret, your absolute secret for not growing duckweed. Please tell us. Please share in a video. Doug Gray and I will be watching. I'm sure Bob Kaler will be watching it. I can't grow duckweed. There you go. That's a video. I don't know what you're doing right, but you're doing something right. Yes, how to not grow duckweed. Renee, you've got to do that for us. You must. Yeah, that's what I do with my duckweed. I get it out and I put it in the dirty aquarium water, and then I dump it on my. I have a tree that needs to be watered frequently, so I go and dump it out on the tree. So that's sort of one of the things I'm up to. Got a good life. If anyone says that I don't have a wonderful life, well, they do not understand. It's about taking care of duckweed and doing that. I did double up on my bird feeders in the backyard. I like looking out and seeing bird feeders, like the hummingbirds, like the regular birds. So that's good. Trees are our friends. I need to put a tree in the front yard. There's no tree in the front yard. I have to go get the utility people to show up because we have underground utilities in my neighborhood. On my side of the road, the other side of the road doesn't have it. I don't know if they just started, if those homes were built right before and then they started mandating underground utilities. I don't know. So all I can tell you is that a magnolia, yeah, I have to figure that out. I have to figure out what I'm going to get. It's yeah, I love lots of trees. It's the only thing I don't like about trees. I live in not the a reasonably active tornado area, so I want to put up trees that are far enough from the roof. That's it. Oh, and the leaves are great tannins. Exactly correct. Yep, try some. Yeah, but not quite as good as almond leaves, which are like the tannin central. Tannin central. No, I'm fine. It's not. Oh, you know what? Hold on one second. I need to take Tylenol. I have a headache. One second. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm coming. I'm also double fisting on my drinking. I have the Fresca going on, but I'm also enjoying some Ozarka water. And these are the discount Tylenol, generic. They're made in China. That is sold at Walmart, not Walmart, Sam's Club. You get two huge, gigantic bottles. I have lots of headaches, primarily because of my brain aneurysm. I have metal in my head. So because I have metal in my head, I have brain issues. So there you go. Otherwise, I don't use a lot of drugs. You know, I have a couple of prescriptions, but one of them is sort of an anti an anti migraine medicine. It also keeps my blood pressure extra low. Yes, absolutely, Bob Kaler. I would. I'd promote it on my stream. Well, who can't? You know what? Let's be honest here, Doug. It's a third one. It'd just be a better deal. One of my high school buddies had was born with a third nipple, and he was always embarrassed about it, really embarrassed about it. And when he got to be in his 30s and was professional, doing what he's doing with his career, he was in the stock market business. He went and had the surgical procedure to have it removed because he felt like he could not take his shirt off anywhere. So it's not good. And And my Chinese Tylenol, by the way, COVID-19 free. COVID-19 free. That's pretty exciting. Let's see here. You'd be proud and go topless wherever yeah, Doug Gray, that's a good point. It just bothered this guy a whole lot. So, like some people have like a mole, that's a prominent mole. They'll get it removed, that type of thing. Yeah, same type of deal. It's the only one I would ever get if I have a mole right here, and it's a reason why I don't shave with a blade, because I cut it open every time when I shave with a blade. Yeah, Minions Band-Aid would have been a talking point. It was absolutely. So, yeah, so the whole process here is that, again, it's just, some people, if for whatever reason something bugs them, it, why do you think so many people get cosmetic surgery? I had a boss of mine. Now, he had a legit reason to get cosmetic surgery, and it was not to get a nipple removed. It was because his eyes were beginning to sag, and he always looked like he was about to fall asleep, and it was actually getting in the way of his vision. So he had the eye job, and he made the good sense of not like doing two or three other things. Because a lot of times, what happens is that some people need, they need something like that. It's a perfectly great reason to get a little face work done. And then at the same time, they go, well, could you tighten it up a little bit here? Wish this wasn't quite as loose. And they come back and their face is frozen in time. An eye job sounds slightly illegal. It is. I have a buddy of mine. She got the nose job. She had quite the schnauzer, and she had the nose job, and it makes her feel good. And I don't think she's ever had any other work. But there are some people, once you go down the road, it's like tats. Is that there are a lot of people who have one tattoo or two or three tattoos, and then there are people, once they've had one, it can't be done. It's that next ink, that next ink, that next ink. Catfish Terry, how are you? Where they just go on and on and on. They just keep, and they enjoy it, which is fine. I'm not criticizing anybody. But the face work thing, it's it's not real good. The reptilians have a lot of cosmetic surgery to fit in with the humans. That's what that guy on the Ancient Alien says. Margaret Show's funny. Yeah, she is. Kaylers, hello. It's all good. I read something this week. It was like obscure polls of things they ask people. 25% of men would have more, would wish for more hair, but they would have to give up the relationship to their mother-in-law. Wouldn't that be like 95% of men? And my former mother-in-law was a nice lady. I liked her. I loved her. She's a good lady. But if it came into having a big puffy, Bobby Goldsboro head of hair, there's a cultural reference for you. Cultural reference, Bobby Goldsboro. There was a singer back in the olden days named Bobby Goldsboro. If you look him up, he had hair that was, I mean, and it wasn't like the white man afro thing, which was sort of a real trend in the 70s into the 80s, where nearly every white male singer had an afro that stuck out like this. And no, this was, it was just a giant head helmet. Yeah, the worst song ever, "Honey" by Bobby Goldsboro. Yeah, it was a song about a man and his love for his wife, and apparently his wife was very dumb, and she died. If you haven't heard it before, check it out after this live stream on YouTube. It's the idea this was a hit is just really going from there. Yes, I saw what you did there. It's Bobby Goldsboro. Is he still alive? Let's search. See, Chewy would know every one of his songs if Chewy would have shown up, but yeah, he didn't. It's so Bobby. If he's still alive, he's got to be 80 if he's a day. No, he's 79. So close to 80. He's 79 here. Yeah, he's 79. So it's he'll be 80 in January, so it's close. And so I think at one point he had a TV show. And let's see here. What was he going? Oh, do you know what he's doing? Which no musician is doing right now. If you're a musician that used to be a big star, the one thing you do not do is become a painter. And that's what Bobby Goldsboro did. Bobby Goldsboro is a painter, like, I swear to you, half of these musicians, they go through. He does a lot of, a lot of wildlife and Native American imagery, which is very nice. He does not do guppies. It's I wonder if I can write to him and say, can you do more fish? Yeah, well, let's see here. Contact. Yeah, he does not have a contact on his page. Commissioned oil paintings. Oh yeah, here we go. It's okay. You need to ask Diane, is this his wife? Let's take a look here. This is where I'm at, everybody. This live stream is going really well. We're talking about Bobby Goldsboro. So let's see if that's his wife. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm looking here. They don't have down the. Apparently they're doing a pretty good job of holding everything in check about his private life. It's oh, Bobby Goldsboro played guitar for Roy Orbison. Well, there you go. So if you write to him, I'll put the thing. And I don't want to get in the way of our friends in the aquarium hobby that do paintings and commission paintings. But what the heck? Chewy, did you ever meet Bobby Goldsboro? So there you go. If you need a Bobby Goldsboro original about on a Plecostomus, that's how you go through. I wonder how much to get a commissioned Bobby Goldsboro painting. And how do you know it's not him and some instead of an art student, just training under the master? Let's see here. Yeah, Elvis, you know what? Elvis's grandson dying. That was sad. It's yeah, you see, there you go. Leonardo da Vinci did bring in people to paint for him and say it was his. No, I know. That's unfortunately, especially if you're like an art, somebody with the I'm gonna live forever type fame of a Bobby Goldsboro. That's sort of you mean I can get experience painting, you're gonna pay me, and I just have to put the forever I'm gonna live forever type thing. Van Gogh used to take your hearing test for you. There you go. It's you don't know anymore what's artificial real, do you? It by the way, 10 here, 5 thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up, gang. We don't know what's real anymore. That's what's sad. Yeah, I know. Nothing is sacred. The idea that Bobby Goldsboro, I almost want to write Diane and say, hey, I'm interested in having Bobby Goldsboro, draw, make a painting of me and my fish, and while he's painting it, can you record it and send it to me? And I bet you to get Bobby Goldsboro. Well, you see, Renee, now you're getting philosophical. And I don't know if a live stream is a great place for to get totally philosophical. Yeah, you see, I could have Bobby Goldsboro paint Bolo. No, I think that would be a good deal. I think that'd be a good deal all the way around. It's Bolo, painted by Bobby Goldsboro. Who else is painting? More recent artists are painting these days. Yep, guppies are real. Multiple tank syndrome's real. Exactly correct. Exactly correct, Renee. And you have a very nice husband who'd be even a better husband if he allowed you to have 40 more aquariums. You know what? I think that would be great. I would venture to say that Bobby Goldsboro could go to and paint on site at Bob Kaler's house. It's yeah, I mean it's just it's all good. Yeah, bolo wear for everybody. And I do have let me show you a picture of bolo that I have up in my home. I actually have a couple, but I'll show you this one. Hold on. And I have this right next to my TV. And you think I would put this up only during the holiday season. And you're going to see why. Bolo with Santa. And this is from 2018. Oh, Renee, now you did it. Our man, Doug Gray, watched more Skinwalker Ranch than anybody in the entire world. Yeah, Bolo is older, and he models away. Neighborhood dog made a mistake the other day. He whacked him, not hard, just pushed him with his paw. Yeah, Bolo doesn't play that game. The dog, while weighing probably 10 times what Bolo weighs, regretted that immediately because Bolo set it straight. Only one dog is in charge. There's only one alpha male. And I don't care what breed of dog it is. I don't care whatever it is. The alpha male is Bolo every time. Bolo likes to lay down the smack, and once everybody falls in, it's all good. Yep. So Merry Christmas. It wasn't Merry Chewimas. It's yeah, no, it's it's definitely Napoleon complex. It's Bolo doesn't like small dogs as a general rule. Not a bit. He likes them. He likes everything. But if there's a bunch of dogs to play with and there's a couple of big ones, he loves playing with the dogs, the big dogs. And Doug Ray, there may be something to that. There may be something. And by the way, I am in the hinterlands of the middle of the country. It doesn't get more middle of the country than Joplin, Missouri. Now here's another question I have. What or where is the center of the continental United States? Okay, let's go through. Oh, actually, not far from here. Lebanon, Kansas. Let me do directions from here. It's this would actually mean planning to go do it. It's about a 5-hour drive. So I'd have to leave like first thing in the morning, get there and get there and look at it, take some pictures, and then drive on back. It's actually closer to Nebraska. Yeah, I mean this is almost in Nebraska. I didn't realize how close that was. So you can put that in your phone and just drive to the geographical center of the thing. Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's an additional $1,500 fee for a commissioned work from Bobby Goldsboro. I wonder if you can get like some Bobby Goldsboro prints. He also sells some music, which is oh, you cannot get CDs or DVDs right now due to the coronavirus. There you go. Oh, Bobby Goldsboro's painted a lot of butterflies. Yeah, pretty exciting. Chewy, did you ever see the legendary Bobby Goldsboro in concert? Oh, the center of the U.S.? Yeah, very well could be. But it's when is the maybe I do this on Labor Day, because we're about 6 weeks away from Labor Day. Maybe I may go through and do that. Maybe if I go to the geographical center of the world, I'll end up running into Bobby Goldsboro. Now that would be doggone stupendous. 9 here, 5 thumbs up. Hey gang. Oh man, the Skinwalker Ranch portal. Road trip to the center of the country. And I've been pretty close to this because I've been to Hastings, Nebraska. I've been to, yeah. Well, I hate, I grew up in Minnesota, so my anti-Wisconsin bias may be coming out. Is that Wisconsin is a very weird place. It's beautiful. There's some beautiful areas in that state. The cheese, if you like cheese, yes, you do. If you like cheese, how about you? If you like cheese, Wisconsin is the place you want to be. But yeah, it is a weird place. If you think about the 2 craziest serial killers in U.S. history, and I'm talking about, hey, gnarly fish tanks. 2 serial killers in history. Well, one of them was, Ed Gein, who was the basis, by the way, for Psycho, Silence of the Lambs, a basis for nearly every Texas Chainsaw Massacre. All that stuff was based on Ed Gein. And of course, Jeffrey Dahmer. And both Ed Gein and Jeffrey Dahmer were cannibals. Vinoski Tanks, how are ya? Vinny Appice played on the John Lennon album, for example. Is the drummer of Black Sabbath, yeah. Yep, absolutely. Something to do with bratwurst, I guess. That could be one of the reasons why. It could be Carmine Appice. Every Italian family in New York has someone named Carmine. Uncle Carmine, grandfather Carmine, cousin Carmine, brother Carmine. Yeah, Wisconsin is. Oh yeah, dear. Let me tell you a little bit about cheeseheads. One of my cousins, Eric, he lives about an hour east of Minneapolis, St. Paul, on a lake, where he has a little business making signs out of cedar. Yeah, yeah, the big ragu, Carmine. The big ragu. Was that show, by the way, ever funny? Because you really don't see it in repeats anywhere. Was that show ever funny? Is it Rick Derringer playing with Ringo Starr? No, I have not watched The Irishman. I probably should do it today because I have plenty of time, other than stuff to do in the fish room. Yes. Penny Marshall being Laverne. And she's no longer with us. She got caught up by the cancer. Well, Renee, it's like an 8-hour movie, so no surprise. You know, the deal is I have to sort of lock myself in to watch it. Lumpy Dog, Chattanooga Ed. It's all right. Going from there. Yeah, it's Steely Dan. Chattanooga Ed and his cardboard tanks. Dean Sweat of the Paramount Music or Group Entertainment. It's all good. In the hood. No wonder, it's I forget who else has become a famous painter. So that would be musicians that think that they are wake up one day and they need to be artsy. I wish would paint is Glenn Danzig of Danzig. Or does he paint? He may already do that. All right. Let's see if Glenn Danzig paints. And let's see here. All right, let's see here. Nope, doesn't say anything about him painting, which is kind of sad. But he does have Danzig merch. Yeah, but he's not a painter. See here. Do you know what? I have sold stuff on Get Gills. Only one thing, and the customer was I haven't sold a ton of I've sold a reasonable amount, but obviously I'm not sending out like I'm not sending out 10 packages a week. I think I do like 3, 4, 5 sometimes. Except this week I really didn't push anything last week. I sold one thing on Get Gills, and the customer was Goofy. And he wanted me to send him free guppies. And no. He ordered shrimp from me. And he started asking about if he could buy guppies from me. And I said, yeah, you could get this or this. and he never paid, but he had to ship out because I'm not gonna sit and wait around. He never said he wanted any, and then he was mad that his Guppies he didn't get free Guppies. I said, dude, you just paid for the shrimp, so it's so again, it was just like the weirdest thing in the world. I'm gonna see if this guy gave me a bad review. If he did, I'll just reach out to our man Dan and just let him know. Let's see here. Okay. Instead of grins. Yeah, it's let's see here. Go to my store. Yeah, so there you go. That's yeah, it doesn't look like they have all sorts of stuff there. Yeah, the sword-tailed guppies will reproduce on you. Absolutely. I don't know why this guy thought and I was going to make him sort of a deal because he ordered shrimp. That on the shipping of the thing, obviously I just put it in the same package, but so he'd save on doing like a second shipping. But the guy was just weirdest thing in the world. Yeah, I'll tell you what. These sword-tailed guppies, they will drop some fry, and the deal is with them is every other guppy goes out and produces a lot of fry. The sword-tailed guppies are not cannibals. They are not cannibals at all. Ginger Baker? Yeah, man. Lower your expectations, Doug. You won't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed at all. Okay. Oh, really? Doug, yeah, I don't have that problem at all. I have fry upon fry. You must have gotten the cannibalistic strain. You know what, Doug Ray? Life is, if you haven't learned anything about this whole COVID-19 thing, is that life is unfair. Life is unfair. And yeah, not all of us can have a portal under our home for to get to Skinwalker Ranch. I'm wondering, do we actually know where Skinwalker Ranch is? Okay, Skinwalker Ranch. Oh, it's actually listed the address in. Okay, it's like a 1-day drive for me. I can go to Skinwalker Ranch in 1 day. I can make my drive. And I'm only going across a couple of states to get there. You know, Kansas, Colorado, then Utah. So, you know, I'm in on the drive. I'm in for the drive all the way around. Sort of half the distance, though, from my beloved hometown. Of Minnetonka, Minnesota. Let's see here. I have to go. I'm going to have to take one of the holidays and go see my sister, who's in Chicago, and go out and enjoy that. Yeah, I'll tell you what is that. Yeah, I know they have a really good Guppy group. Really good Guppy group. Do you know what? I don't even know who Pat is, by the way. Who is Pat? Help me out here. Who is Pat? Because I have no idea. You found me? Yeah, I've just had shrimp up there. Here comes the funk. Yeah, I love the funky music, white boy. I love it. I love it. All right, gang, I gotta go get some stuff done. But thanks for coming to the live stream. I'll try to put out some content tomorrow. Pat's Aquariums in the Netherlands. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up because I was not familiar with that one. So I'll take a look. I'll take a look at that one all the way around. Again, thank you very much, gang. You, especially you. Thank you guys so much for coming out, and we'll talk to you later on.